for like internationals wanting to work in aerospace, obviously there are ITAR restrictions. How uh, can you increase your chances of getting in? Did doing your master's or getting work here help? Can you provide any insight into like the current landscape? Things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of tough with the ITAR requirements. Obviously, you need to be a US permanent resident.
Right.
In my case, I worked in hard drives for during those years where I was in on temporary, technical visa and then on green card, and finally joined a company like SpaceX, which was governed by ITAR when I was a green card holder, and then
Mm,
eventually got my citizenship. So I think that is a hard requirement, and not no way of getting around to companies that are dealing with dual technology in aerospace. But not all technology in aerospace is dual use. For example, if you're an international student, you could work in commercial grade aerospace. You could work in the new emerging advanced aerospace, as people call it, the drones and commercial drones
mm,
and commercial eVTOLs. And you could work if you're more focused on space aspects of it. You could work on space technologies that are not dual use. For example, working on satellites or working on equipment that goes into testing of aerospace. So not everything is kind of just predictive technology. There are
okay.
ways of getting started, and then once you are there and you eventually get your U.S. residency, then you can kind of switch over to a more core aerospace.
Aerospace
Yeah,
career.
yeah.
Okay. And then another thing, AI is like the hot topic right now. It's exploding everywhere. What are your thoughts on that? How do you see it changing the aerospace industry? And how real is the threat of, even jobs like, yours and ours, how real is the threat of that being automated? And is that a bad thing?
No, I think I've been around for a very long time now. So uh,
Right.
everywhere I've seen technology come in. It displaces human jobs, and for a timing, it is painful.
Mm,
The big question in everyone's mind, though, is AI just a tool, just like computers were once,
right.
or is it a replacement of a human? And where I stand today, and probably will forever, like I'm pretty hard bound to some of the fundamentals that I've kind of thought in my mind.
Right.
I think it's a tool. It's not a replacement. So
Okay.
AI, from what I can foresee, will automate a lot of mundane tasks,
Right.
and will probably help us explore more of the possibilities from an existing problem set. But it's not going to replace the creativity, imagination, the emotions, the motivation that humans bring to an organization. And those are the things, the insights. Those are the things that actually make the world move forward. I don't see an
Mm,
AI coming up like Newton did with the law of gravity. I don't see an AI coming up with an insight that Einstein had, that the speed of
no.
sound is the final thing, and time dilation
No.
and mass dilation can occur. So these are the
No.
things that are human insights, and these are born more from our inbuilt inherent curiosity that
Right.
life gives us, and intelligence and consciousness. And I don't think AI is going there. AI is essentially, I look at it as a tool that just goes through the kaleidoscope of possibilities and comes up with great things, but it needs to have
Right.
the things built into it, or exposed. It needs to be exposed to those things
Okay.
beforehand.
And
Yeah,
only we can provide that exposure.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Okay. Now, if your goal was to work in aerospace and you're a 20-year-old college student, or let's say you're a 35-year-old and you're a non-engineer, and you want to make a career shift, like what would be your advice to those two people?
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, I didn't start off with a goal to work in aerospace back in India. Like,
Right.
if somebody had even told me that I'd foresee aerospace in your future, I would have laughed at that. So first of all, going back to my early comment, I think you should actually reflect on what your goals are and make them as broad as possible. So make
Mm,
them as broad as possible that gives you meaning and satisfaction in life. And
okay.
then uh, aim in that direction. And if it takes, 10 years getting there, fine. If it takes 15, that's fine too. Don't be impatient with yourself. If you make a goal that actually satisfies you, and if you're directionally correct, the journey is worth reaching the destination too. So if you're an international student and you really, are passionate about space, aerospace, like I said, work in increments and small steps, and even if you have to do things around that subject, but not in the main domain, it's
Mm.
fine. As long as you're leading up to that, you should be satisfied. Yeah.
Now, if someone takes just one thing away from this interview, what do you want it to be?
Yeah. So I think it's like everyone wants to change the world, but
Right.
you can change the world, or you can make an impact and feel satisfied that you've done that by being excellent at your job, and uh, by just doing your job better, right? You don't
Right.
need to you don't need to actually go there, be an activist, and it's fine if you do, but I think if everyone around the world, we have a lot of educated people, you have a lot of talented people, you have a lot of people who are wanting to construct a new world. And if everyone just kept improving their own skills and kept pushing more the boundaries, then we'd be in a much better place. And in whatever you're doing, in whatever you're pursuing, pursue excellence, pursue your meaningful goal, and
Mm.
keep pushing. And I think in the end, you'll find more satisfaction with that. And and don't get distracted by the flavor of the week or the flavor of the year. So
Right.
one day it could be video games, the next day it could be AI, the third day it could be something else. Uh, uh, you know. Uh, just keep focus on a very long strategic path that you're on.